Well, it was 20 years ago this week. We came to Las Vegas with the ABBI, the American Bucking Bull Incorporated, and we began that trek we call the World Finals, and we are here again in 2023. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is round number one, and we're going to feature three classes today. We'll begin with the junior and the women's and the World Finals category as well. We've got about 99 calves to feature here this morning. Hi, everybody. I'm Randy Schmutz. Very happy to be back here in Las Vegas as we celebrate the talents of not only the bulls we'll watch, but the hard work and sweat and tears that go along with it over the past 365 days. Kyle, I know you've been looking forward to this because we get to talk about great bovine. I've said it every year. It just keeps getting better and better and better.
Absolutely, and this year is no different. We've saw these calves all season long, and it all comes down to this week to crown a world champion.
Well, we're going to take it step by step throughout the week. Of course, we've got a lot of bulls to feature, but before we get started today here on a beautiful Monday morning in Las Vegas, I'd like to ask if you would please pause with me. Gentlemen, remove cover as we take a break here with our invocation and the singing of our national anthem. May we pray? Our gracious and dear Heavenly Father, this morning we pause with grateful hearts, thanking you for our many, many blessings, for allowing us to all assemble here and enjoy the talents of these great bovine athletes, to enjoy the camaraderie, the fellowship, and the friendship of each other. Father, we thank you for the traveling mercies you've shown us to get here. We ask that you bless and give us traveling mercies home. But above all, we'd like to ask you to watch over these calves and all those that participate today and throughout the week. Keep us all free from injury and keep us safe. Father God, today we thank you for the greatest gift you could ever give, your Son, Jesus Christ. And he died on the cross for us that we may have everlasting life with you. We thank you for that, and we pray these things today in his name. Amen. Let us all sing together now that great song we call our national anthem. Oh, what a great way to start things off here on a morning in Las Vegas. We're going to get things underway here in just a moment. We will from time to time, when I say we, Kyle and I will from time to time share a few of the rules, the whys and the why nots with you, because I know that we've got a few folks here that are joining us for the first time. I met some of those earlier today here inside the South Point Hotel and Casino. We're going to also talk about our judging panel. Of course, this year, these judges were voted on by you, the participants and members of the ABBI, and we have back in the arena watching these calves today, J.J. Quintana, Sean Ramirez, Roy Doyle, David Bailey Jr., and K.J. Pletcher are our officials. We'll get things underway here as we get our first calf set and ready to go. This is one Firebrand number 114. Tony the Tiger is what they call this bull from Cottonwood Bucking Bulls. We're getting set to watch our first Our first bull of the morning. Here's an old son of Moses, by the way. The sire side includes the great legendary Houdini. Add a little Page breeding to the bottom on the dam side with Shepherd Hills tested. And we've got our first installment here this morning. We have 36 junior entries today. Then we'll move right into the women's futurity, and we'll follow that by the World Finals futurity to start us off this morning. We are underway with our first installment here this morning. You'll get a chance to watch these back here. A big welcome back to Mr. Todd Greenway and his entire staff at Omega Productions handling the video chores here today. And we'll get things started with an 84.72. It'll take us next to hip tag number 2. SB number 74. Here is one sired by a bull called Milkshake. Looks like Josie Vidusik and the M Rafter along with E6 and Bar C here on this one. This one, the Firebrand number 74 in the junior category. Here's a nod, and we're underway with our second installment this morning. By the way, I want to point out, if you've got your program, you're following along with us, you'll see on that front page cover a number of folks who invest their money into this great organization. We call them our partners. We're going to recognize them throughout the week, including this morning. And a big thank you to our friends at Cooper Tires, the official tire of the ABBI, an 82.72. That's number 2 right now. Going to go next to hip tag number 3. This will be an old son of finger roll out of a little yellow jacket female. This one from Austin Cavey and All for Love and BS Cattle Company. Hip tag number 3.
Dallas Cavies 567 Bar J in the finger roll, son. OK brand scoreboard. The numbers are rolling in. 79.12, 79.12.
We'll be talking about a long list of partners, including New Dart. I know that a lot of you folks are using the New Dart products. If you're not, I want you to know that Better Bovine Health is available via remote injection. And I'm also very happy to say that New Dart is made in America. We hope you take advantage of that. Also, Y-Tex. They are, of course, and have been our partner for many years, committed to providing reasonably priced products with real value. That is Y-Tex. Let's go to hip tag number 4 as we continue with the youth. No Cigarette Burns. That is the name of this bull. This one goes all the way back to I'm a Gangster on the sire side. Cole Tallman and the Rockin' T Ranch.
The Oklahoma Bull leads the junior world standings. Coming into Las Vegas is Cole Tallman, searching for that first world title. No Cigarette Burns. Not the trip we're accustomed to seeing from that bull, but he'll have another shot at it Thursday to redeem himself. $67.40, $67.40.
Hip tag number 5 is next to go. Fly Guy. That's the name of the bull from Brooklyn, Hildebrand, and the checkered flag Land and Cattle. Here's a direct son of Nitro, which goes back to Lightning Rod on the sire side, and a hair trigger female. Well, if you're looking to get outfitted this week, check out all the great vendors, including our friends at Kimes Ranch Jeans. They have now become the Western wear leader in quality, style, product, and service. Kimes Ranch has made their jeans for function and fit. If you want to know the difference, try on a pair of Kimes Ranch jeans.
Brooklyn, Hildebrand, and the Fly Guy from North Carolina, making the trip about 30 hours to the World Finals. As you can see, Brooklyn leaned in, flanking. These junior members have to flank and tie the flank off and call for the bull all on their own. You can see Riley Sanford there helping Brooklyn. Bryce, her dad, holding her over in there, and the Fly Guy standing like a champ. And a good, solid outing for the Fly Guy, Brooklyn Hildebrand, checkered flag, Land and Cattle Company. As the numbers are rolling in from our officials. 84.64, 84.64 to move into the number 2 position early on.
Well, our first outing today, Tony the Tiger, 84.72, still number 1 right now. Let's go to number 6 on your list. Hip tag number 6, Firebrand 106, the Emperor. That is the name of the bull from Crown D Cattle Company. Danny Lopez involved on this one. Number 6 in the order here today.
The Emperor, a grandson of Chaos from the old Raptor 7 breeding program out of a Showstopper daughter. Back to Showtime on the dam side. And the Emperor coming off the junior futurity win at the Buckers Unlimited Finals. Crown D Cattle Company from Amarillo, Texas, and the Emperor. Crown D and the Emperor, as you watch the replay, around to the left, never misses a lick, 88.96, 88.96.
That will obviously move into the number one spot right now. 88.96, number one. 84.72, Tony the Tiger, number two. And the Fly Guy, number three, unofficially, right now. A big, big shout out to Aaron and the crew at Pro Bull Feed, Mansville Ag Center. Pro Bull Feed specifically formulated to maximize the genetic potential of your bucking bull athlete. They've been along for the ride since we started, and they know how to feed a bucking bull. Pro Bull Feed. Hip tag number 7, Crazy Socks from Kayla Martinez. And Martinez Bucking Bulls getting set to go.
The grandson of Bubba on the sire side, and out of a Margie Time daughter. Crazy Socks and Kayla Martinez. Hip tag number 7. Complete metal buildings bring us the replay. See Crazy Socks in the gate around to the left, a little bit close, but doesn't seem to bother him much. Kayla Martinez, 87.68, 87.68.
That's number 2 right now. Number 2 in the first round here so far in the junior futurity. Let's go to number 8 on your list. Firebrand 17J, they call this one Torched. Jackson Fortner is your man. Jackson bringing a cut and torch son, of course going back to the great test fire on the sire side.
Trying to get torched to stand up. A clean shot. 4 seconds and all begins right now. The bucking chutes kind of like the starting blocks for these calves. It all starts with the start torched, 87-76, 87-76. Should move him to the number 2 position.
Hip tag number 9, you're next. Firebrand 110, Cherry Chew. Again from Jackson Fortner. Here is the second entry from Jackson. An own son of Cherry Bomb out of a Best Wishes female. Hip tag number 9.
Cherry Chew from Jackson Fortner. That was hip tag number 9. 36 in our junior field this morning, 74.40. For those of you guys wondering about our day sheets, there's a link posted to our Facebook page for today's day sheet, as well as a QR code at the ABBI merchandise booth. You can scan that with your phone and pull up the digital day sheets for the World Finals.
We're going to move right along to hip tag number 10 next to go. 16J, the Firebrand. The bull they call Mr. Ridiculous. Garen Scarborough. He is our flank man today. Here's an own son of Voodoo Warrior out of a Swamp Wreck female. Moving right along through our youth futurity here this morning. This is hip tag number 10.
Garen Scarborough's Mr. Ridiculous is going to go right today. Couple jumps and around the right. We've seen that bull have some big days this season. 81.44 for his first trip of the World Finals. 81.44.
There is no doubt we could not be doing what we do here today without our friends at the South Point Hotel and Casino. Our hats are off again to Michael Gaughan and his entire crew and staff here at the South Point Hotel, Casino, and Arena. Proud to host the ABBI World Finals once again. Always our home away from home. Buckle down. That's the bull you're about to meet from Payson Parker. Also our friends at Maine's Lone Star, Cricket W, and D&H on this one. The Buckle Up Son is hip tag number 11.
Number 2 in the world standings coming into Las Vegas. We saw No Cigarette Burns stub his toe just a little bit a few bulls ago. 101J buckled down. Payson Parker in the number 2 bull in the junior fraternity world standings. Frontier Trading Company buck and shoot. You can see Payson rolled him to the middle chute. The 2 bull chute works. Complete metal buildings show you buckle down in the gate to the left. Flawless. And the scoreboard says 90.80.
Really an outstanding calf right there from Payson Parker. That is number 1. Let's go to number 12 on your list. Rocky Road is the name of this one. Luca Catanzaro. All right, take a look at the Surefire grandson here, getting set to go. Hip tag number 12 is where we are right now. All of us looking forward to seeing those Kelly Slover Silver Works awards handed out again this year. Kelly Slover, the official buckle maker of the ABBI. And if you've not had an opportunity to see these beautiful works of art, you need to take a look. We're very happy to have Kelly Slover as our partner and official provider of our awards again in 2023.
Rocky Road and Hunter Eland. Another great outing here this morning from our junior competitors. As Randy said at the start of the show, the bar continues to be raised. It's proof right here. These junior calves are doing great. 88.72 for Rocky Road, 88.72.
Lucky number 13 on your list next to go. This is Baker's number 149, an own son of Chop Chop. We know Chop Chop is the great sire and son of Showtime, but you combine that with a Whitewater Skull female and you have the bull you're about to meet from Far Bucking Bulls. Homestead Genetics, McCoy Richardson. All right, McCoy, let's show them how we do it. Hip tag number 13.
McCoy Richardson and Baker 149, the Chop Chop son. As we await the numbers, 88.40, 88.40.
Nice and consistent right there, 88.40. Right now, that 90.80 right there at the top with Buckle Down. That 88.40 going to move into the number 4 spot. Baker's 149 from McCoy Richardson. There's your top 10 so far. As we turn the page to number 14 on your list. Number 14, the bull is called Chop Show by Chop Chop. Here's another entry from McCoy Richardson. And out of an own daughter of Houdini on the female side, hip tag number 14.
The Chop Show, he's going to stumble right there, miss a foot, have to go a couple and comes around to the right. McCoy Richardson, Gene Baker's Chop Show, 78 points today, 78. We're going to keep things going with McCoy Richardson and Richardson Land and Cattle Company. Hip tag 15, 87J Intoxicated. Here is a stone sober son out of a crazy trained female. McCoy Richardson and hip tag number 15. Number 13 in the world standings coming into Las Vegas. Intoxicated Richardson Land and Cattle Company, McCoy Richardson. You can see on the complete metal buildings replay, solid all the way through, around to the left, rewarded with 86.24, 86.24.
We go from Intoxicated to Texas Twister. Peyton Hilton. Peyton Hilton getting set to show out for us here with a friendly fire son out of a crosswired daughter. The Texas Twister is hip tag number 16, and unusually enough, also Firebrand 16 here today. Our 16th competitor in the junior category so far here in Las Vegas.
Texas Twister, the number 18 ranked junior calf, and does have an event win back in Amarillo on his resume. Peyton Hilton and Hilton Bull Company's Texas Twister. A pretty black baldy around to the left. So OK brand scoreboard numbers are rolling in. 87.52 for the Texas Twister, 87.52.
Well, the Bucking Bull Pro is the official dummy of the ABBI, and of course, Bucking Bull Pro, understanding that Bucking Bull calves are an investment. Don't risk putting an unreliable dummy on your future superstar. Motley Crue, Firebrand 791 is next. Barthold, Big Shot, 6 Bar C, and Carson Perry. Carson, the bull is called Motley Crue.
Number 4 ranked bull in the junior futurity world standings by points. Number 1 by money won. A little over $16,000 tallied up throughout the regular season. Carson Perry and Motley Crue. Watch the replay. Motley Crue, Carson Perry. The numbers are in 91.36 all the way to the top. 91.36.
Nice job with Carson Perry. Hip tag 17 is now number 1. Next to go, Reserve Not Met. That's the name of the bull, sired by Blonde Blizzard, out of a high tensile female. This one from Platinum, Big Shot, 6 Bar C, and Cooper. Cooper Shot on the flank this morning.
Getting everything set to go. Cooper shot and reserve not met. A little antsy in the buck and shoot. Blonde Blizzard son out of a high tensile female from the Lone Star breeding program. Reserve not met. Cooper shot. And a good outing in round number 1 of the World Finals, 87.84.
Well, that 91.36 still looming large at the top of the list from Motley Crue and Carson Perry as we go next to heart number 114. Here's an Own Son of Hostage by Midnight Mood. This one, a Hart Cattle Company entry this morning.
Big stout Red Bull out and around to the right. And the Hostage son. .30, 81.30.
We're going to stay in the Hart Cattle Company camp with 109, the hip tag, Firebrand. Hip tag 20, here's another Own Son of Hostage. And out of a Stone Sober female, we have 36 entries in the junior class here today. And we will drag after the 36 calf on your list today. We'll drag in between each of our categories for a rake break inside the arena. This is hip tag number 20.
Want to remind you about the D&H Cattle Lone Star Genetics Yearling Bull Sale. It will be in Grand Ballroom B this year. Grand Ballroom B, Wednesday the 18th. D&H and Lone Star Genetics Yearling Bull Sale. Blue Roan, branded 109, in the gate, around to the left, Hart Cattle Company, and Plummer, 85.30, 85.30.
We're going to go next to Marina Bueno's entry from Dixie Classic Bucking Bulls and Twisted L. Locked Down. Here's some great breeding from the Lock program on the top side, going back to King David. And out of the Pride Rock, female on the dam side, all Lock breeding right here. Hip tag number 21. Big thank you to our friends at Two Bulls, Jim McLean and the entire crew, always along for the ride. And once again, Two Bulls utilizing the highest quality and ingredients and latest technology to continue to raise the bar in performance nutrition. And you need to find out why. Two Bulls supplements a proud partner of the ABBI.
Dixie Classic Bucking Bulls and Twisted L from the southeast. And the King David grandson out of a Pride Rock daughter. $9.15 locked down. Red and white paint from Dixie Classic and Twisted L. 86 points even, 86.
Paisley Silversmith, you're next to go with Silversmith Cattle Company and Rising Cattle Company. Bad Company, that is the name of the bull, sired by Two Jackets, by Straight Jacket, out of a Pride Rock female. Hip tag number 22.
Paisley Silversmith and the Bad Company might have thought he was a little close to that 90. Going extra jumping around to the right. And hip tag 22 of the morning, 75.28, 75.28.
Dozier 145. That's the firebrand in our next. Hip tag 23. Hunt You Down, Son. This one from Baylor. Baylor Downer, together with Dozier Cattle Company. Firebrand number 145 is out of a Houdini female. Hip tag number 23. Gonna move over to the right-hand deliveries as we await that next entry. A big thank you to American Hat Company. With quality, tradition, and classic style, it does not matter if you're talking about saddles, boots, or cowboy hats. When they're made in Texas, they are things that you come to expect, and that's quality. American Hat Company, for over 100 years now, has been committed to producing the finest quality handmade cowboy hats in the world today.
Dozier 145, the 7th ranked bull coming into Las Vegas. Almost $14,000 won throughout the regular season in 4 event wins. in the junior division. Baylor Downer Dozier Cattle Company. Nice outing, Dozier, 145. Baylor Downer and Dozier Cattle Company, the Hunt You Down Son. Scoreboard says 89-84. 89.84, I believe, to number 3.
You are correct, Kyle. Number 3, the number 3 spot right now, behind a couple of 90-plus point scores at 89.84 in third place right now. Motley Crue still number 1 with 91.36. Let's take a look next at the Speed Freak Hip Tag 105J, Ty Zimmerman, and Hitman Bucking Bulls. .105J Speed Freak from Hitman Bucking Bulls. .84.64, 84.64 today. We're going to continue with hip tag number 25. The bull is called Big Bills. Austin Cavey. The bull from Dallas Cavey, All for Love, TM Cattle Company, and BS Cattle Company. Here's a bull that goes back to both Hocus Pocus and Bruiser. Hip tag number 25.
A couple world champions right there close in the pedigree of Big Bills. Dallas KV, All for Love, TM, and BS Cattle Company. Bull has a couple event wins throughout the season. Some Buckers Unlimited events in Colorado. Two final trips of his fraternity career here for Dallas KV in Las Vegas. Dallas getting everything just right inside the Pro Vantage, Kimes Ranch, and Flying W Livestock Equipment bucking chute. Dallas KV and Big Bills. .87.52, 87.52.
Have you checked out our friends from Flying W Livestock Equipment yet? If you haven't, you need to, because they've been doing it the right way since 1982. And Flying W Livestock manufactures top quality products and designs for your livestock industry. And with you, the operator, in mind, they are the official equipment provider of the ABBI. Hacksaw Ridge is next to go. Bar Alt 10. 010, the Firebrand, Mia Cruz, and Martinez Bucking Bulls on this one. Hip tag number 26.
The two Flying W hydraulic squeeze chutes up on the concourse. One will be offered in our premiere sale on Thursday, and the other one is for sale. If you guys are wanting to upgrade your working facility, stop by the booth over there, check it out. Mia Cruz and Hacksaw Ridge. A little stumble around the corner right there, as you can see on our complete metal buildings replay. 82.96, 82.96 for Mia and Hacksaw Ridge.
Time to build a little magic fire. That is Kayla Martinez's entry here today and on Son of Fire Train. Magic Fire, hip tag number 27 is next to go. Today's event is the first round of two. There will be two full rounds in the youth category, the women's category, and the World Finals Futurity. All three classes you're watching today, this is the first go-around.
Magic Fire, a test fire grandson out of an Oklahoma Magic. Cody May, female. Kayla Martinez Bucking Bulls, and the Magic Fire. Another nice out from our junior competitor, Magic Fire. 86.80.
We are moving right along with our friends next to go. Hip tag 28. Firebrand 135 on the bull from BMC. Hunter Eland is next to go. Here's a grandson of Showtime. Hip tag 28.
Hunter Eland back on the flank on the right-hand deliveries. And the Showtime grandson out of Akish's Wildly Legit female. Hip tag 28 is where we are in the order. 36 total junior entries. Round number 1. BMC 135. As you watch the replay, clips his nose on the latch post. Finishes solid. 86.72 the score today, 86.72.
We're going to stay in the Hunter Eland camp with our next hip tag 29, Set 'em Up Joe. That's the bull you're about to meet.
All right, Hunter. It's your turn. 21 bar 31. Set 'em up, Joe. Not the trip Hunter was hoping for, but he'll get a chance to redeem himself later on this week. The score, 71.10.
We have 7 entries remaining in the junior futurity here today. Go around number 1. Next, we'll continue with Mr. Good Time, Firebrand 2102. This one from Pecos Hilton, together with Silent 7 and Hilton Bull Company. This is hip tag number 30.
Pecos is going to choose to roll that bull up to the Myogen OK brand fencing products and Bucking Bull Pro bucking chute. As our competitors do have the choice, they can buck in the back chute or the middle chute. It's all up to them. As you can see, the middle chute where Mr. Good Time is has the insert from our friends at Two Bulls, and the chute in the back does not. Good job, Pecos. Mr. Good Time, hip tag 30. .60, 85.60 the score.
Ramble On, that's next to go. Ramble On the bull, Firebrand C05. Hip tag number 31. Wyatt Cox will be handling the flank chores here today. The bull on behalf of Hat Creek and 6 Bar C, hip tag number 31.
C05 Ramble On from Hat Creek, 6 Bar C and White Cox. That's the Brindle and White paint. 79.76, the score, 79-76.
Well, it's time to do a little shake and bake for you with the Rockin' T. L528 son, this is an entry together with Rafter KL, Flying High, and Gary and Garen Scarborough. Hip tag number 32, J7, Shake and Bake.
The Canadian raised bucking bull from Lorne and Kelly High, Alberta, Canada. Hip tag 32, Shake and Bake. Out of a Blue Stone daughter, out of a full sister to I'm a Gangster 2, and a Rockin' T Ranch sire. Our second entry from Garen Scarborough. Shake and Bake, the blue roan, going to start to the right, back around to the left. Gary and Garen Scarborough, Flying Eye Rodeo Company and Rafter KL, 85.52 the score.
Let's go next to Maria Andrade's entry, Far Bucking Bulls and the Conqueror. The Conqueror is a Hurricane Hustler son and is hip tag number 33. We've got 4 bulls remaining in the junior competition.
The Conqueror, sired by the NFR, 2 times, I believe, the NFR Hurricane Hustler. Of a U28 daughter that's out of the dam to 602A in like Flynn, a PBR Finals bucking bull. Lots of great genetics wrapped up in this one from Far Bucking Bulls. Maria Andrade. 17J, the Concord Far Bucking Bulls. 80 this morning, 89.04.
Nice calf right there, number 33. 3 left to go. Number 34 is next. All aboard is the sire to 10J. Nathan Ogden, Oakley Ogden, and Ogden Ranch on this one. 4. There's a look at your top 10 right now. So far, 87.68 is number 10 with Crazy Socks right on up the list. We've got 2 bulls in the 90-point club, 91.36. Number 1 right now with Motley Crue.
Oakley Ogden from Arkansas.
Ogden Ranch. Here's an own son of Low Life by Houdini on the top side. The bull is called Last Chance. This is hip tag number 35. We have 2 remaining. We'll rake the arena, take a quick break, and come back with our Cowgirls in just a couple of minutes.
A grandson of Houdini out of a high-stakes daughter, off 5J, Last Chance. Huntley Ogden and the Ogden Ranch, hip tag 35. Hip tag 35 from Huntley Ogden. They go a few jumps before finding that spot around to the right. The scores are rolling in 73.84, 73.84.
Paisley Silversmith will be our final entry today from Silversmith Cattle Company and Rising Cattle. The bull is called Valiente, Firebrand 101. Here's a grandson of Pit Boss getting set to work for us.
Valiente and the Pit Boss grandson from Silversmith Cattle Company and Rising Cattle Company. Our last junior entry in round number 1. Valiente around the left, getting way up in the air as the scores are rolling in. OK brand scoreboard, 86.24, 86.24.
That is going to conclude the first go-around of our youth competition, our junior futurity, and there are your top 10. Crazy Socks remains in the number 10 spot with an 87.68. Torched, Reserve Not Met, Baker 149, TCC Rocky Road. That's your bottom 5. In the top 5, the Emperor, 88.96. The Conqueror, Dozier, 145. Buckle Down, number 2. And Motley Crue, number 1 at the completion of round number 1 in the junior futurity. We'll wreck the arena and be right back with our women's futurity. The Cowgirl Futurity World Finals, round 1 coming up. Looks like we're going to start on the right-hand delivery with the Cowgirls. It's the Cowgirl Futurity World Finals round number 1. We have 25 entries in this particular category, and we are underway with hip tag number 37. Hip tag 37, they call this bull Outcast from the Rockin' KL Bucking Genetics, and that is your first Cowgirl entry. Jan Owens pulling the trigger here today on hip tag number 37, and we'll start with an 84.80. Let's go right to hip tag 38. The bull is called Time Bomb. Michelle Flynn, along with D&H and Flynn, will be next to go. Here's an old son of Cherry Bomb out of a bruiser female. I want to say a big thank you to our friends at Yeti. You know, it's kind of hard to believe that Yeti was formed back in 2006 and founded with a simple mission: build a cooler folks would use every day. Yeti coolers are built for the serious outdoor enthusiast. ProVantage Animal Health, containing only all natural ingredients with vitamins and minerals. ProVantage Performance Lick Tubs are the perfect solution at cattle weaning time, shipping, receiving, processing, preconditioning, and more. ProVantage Performance Lick Tubs, powered by Pro V3. Well, the Time Bomb doing it for Michelle Flynn here this morning. Our OK brand scoreboard says 86 points. 86 is the score for the Time Bomb. Going to go next to the Promised Land. Kay Janes and Hilton Bull Company. Here's an own son of the tribe by Lifting Lives on the sire side out of a high tensile female, hip tag number 39.
Kay Janes, Hilton Bull Companies, the Promised Land. Hip tag 39. So scores 72.90, 72.90.
Looks like Sarah Schott has a entry here in number 40. Naylor Brothers Big Shot Rodeo 6-bar C together on this one. Here is a grandson of gangsters sagging and swagging. The bull is called Wild Country. Hip tag number 40.
Sarah Schott and partners chasing the first gold buckle. This is the bull they're all chasing. We roll into Las Vegas. 5 event wins throughout the regular season. 60/1 Wild Country. Sired by 87, sitting sideways out of a Y4 Aviator daughter. Aviator, a cross-wired son. Naylor Brothers, Big Shot Rodeo, 6-bar C, and Sarah Schott.
Nice calf right here from Sarah Schott. They call this one Wild Country. And a new leader. How about this? 88.48. 88.48 for Wild Country. Let's go next to the bull they call Buck Owens. Kennedy Shot on the Buck Norris out of a Margie Time female. Buck Owens is hip tag number 41.
Mother and daughter back-to-back in our Cowgirls fraternity competition. Barthold, 6-bar C, and Kennedy Shot with Buck Owens. Buck Norris' son, another bull that's found his way to the winner's circle. A couple different occasions throughout the regular season. Wild Country sits atop the leaderboard early on, 88.48. '68J, Buck Owens, Barthold, 6-bar C, and Kennedy Shot as you watch the complete Metal Buildings replay. And a great outing. How about a new leader, 89.28?
Nice job so far. The Cowgirls are showing out. Fire away. That's the bull you're about to see from Jim and Shannon Barr and Double K Cattle Company. This is hip tag number 42. I want to thank our friends at Cryogen. Once again, Cryogen is, of course, the leader offering full-service cattle and equine embryo production, offering not only IVF, ICSI, and conventional ET, that's embryo transfer. They also offer full lab services and pregnant recip programs for both cattle and horses. Hope you take advantage of that. Our friends at Cryogen, they know what they are doing. Well, the good ones keep coming. Fire away. Another great out here in the women's futurity, cowgirl futurity competition. 88.80, 88.80. Unofficially, that's number 2 right now. Number 2. Next to go is Hell or High Water. Another one from Jim and Shannon Barr and Double K Cattle Company. Hell or High Water is an own son of Pages 7A, which goes back to Stone Sober. Hip tag number 43.
The Stone Sober grandson out of a Frick female on the dam side. Jim and Shannon Barr, Double K Cattle Company. Shannon Barr getting things set to go with Hell or High Water. Number 6 in the world standings by points. Shannon Barr and Hell or High Water, hip tag 43. Moving forward just a little bit that whole time, 83.60, 83.60 the score.
Well, our instant replays today have been provided by our friends at Complete Metal Buildings with over 30 years of experience and the building and perfecting the erection and sale of mini storages and metal buildings across the United States. They're focused in the Midwest, ensuring the best quality product and labor. A big thank you to our friends at Complete Metal Buildings. Looks like we're going to go next to Shannon Mitchell and her entry, Showdown. Here's an own son of Hunt You Down by Showtime. Hip tag number 44 is next to go.
Another Hunt You Down son out of Dozier 618 from the Dozier breeding program, and the number 3 ranked bull in the Cowgirls Fraternity World Standings. Sam Mitchell started out with this bull in the Open Fraternity. About halfway through the season, Shannon took over in the Cowgirl division. 27 total competition trips between the Open division and the Cowgirls division. We've saw a Showdown. Hip tag 44, M. Rafter E. and Shannon Mitchell. You could see Showdown in the replay. The dummy comes off and he just stops, waits for the out gate to come open. 88.24 and a solid trip for Showdown, 88.24.
We're going to stay in the Mitchell camp. Shannon Mitchell again. Red Wine. Here's an own son of Dances with Gravy. Hip tag number 45.
Red Wine, M. Raftery, and Shannon Mitchell. ProVantage Animal Health, Kimes Ranch Jeans, and Flying W Livestock Equipment. Buck and Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 more right-hand delivery bulls in our Cowgirls division. We're going to swap to left-hand delivery and finish it off. And then we'll begin with the World Finals Futurity. Here's a delivery change for the Red Wine from the regular season. Saw this bull throughout the year on the left-hand deliveries. You would step ahead and go back the other way. They're going to move him to the rights for the World Finals. And a paternal brother to the world champ, Whoopah. Back around to the left. Red Wine, M. Raftery, and Shannon Mitchell. 78.24 the score this morning, 78-24.
Well, we're going to have a delivery change on hip tag number 46. This will be TBR's Rumple Men's. Tamitha Brito is going to take care of the flanking chores today. Here is a grandson of Denutso. Rumple Men's, hip tag number 46.
Nice outing from Rumple Men's, Tamitha Brito and TBR Bucking Bulls. 86.16 the score, 86-16.
Going to go next to TR Cattle Companies. Entry to Neil Rice, Amanda Griffin, and Alma Gibson. Felipe, that is the name of the bull, sired by Beaver Nugget, by Blue Bonnet, all on the top side. Hip tag number 47.
Neil Rice getting everything set with Felipe making the trip from Colorado to the World Finals. See a couple of their bulls later on throughout the week. Right now it's all about Neil Rice, Amanda Griffin, Alma Gibson, and Felipe. Hip tag 47. See, Felipe is going to go extra couple jumps more than they were hoping, but hooks up and finishes great. 70.50 the score, 70.5.
We're going to take it up next to Stacy Addison with Tommy Julian on the Plowboy. Here's an old son of Alakazam out of a Margie Time female. By the way, I thank you to our friends at Pendleton Whiskey, created to celebrate the spirit of the American cowboy. Pendleton Whiskey, honoring a heritage that inspires us all to live boldly, drink well, and taste the moment wherever we may be. Pendleton Whiskey, Letterbuck. Letterbuck Plowboy, hip tag number 48 is next.
Stacy Addison, 2 Cowgirls gold buckles. Her and Plowboy, number 4 in the world standings this year with a shot at a 3rd. Tommy Julian, Stacy Addison, 182J Plowboy. A lot on the line here in Las Vegas. Stacy trying to get everything set just right with Plowboy. Inside the Myogens Genetics OK brand fencing products and Bucking Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Number 4 ranked bull in the Cowgirls Fraternity World Standings, putting together a great trip here this morning. 91.28 the score, 91.28.
Well, the Plowboy getting it done here in a big, big way. Number 1 right now, numero uno for hip tag number 48. Let's go to 49, Subma Ripper from Tara Owens and CO Cattle Company. Hip tag number 49 is next to go.
CO Cattle and Tara Owens in the Subma Ripper. Fire branded 78J. And a great day for the Subma Ripper and the Oklahoma Bull. CO Cattle Company and Tara Owens. 88.16, 88.16.
Well, we are at the halfway mark for this morning's competition. This will be hip tag number 50. Stone Bender is what they call this one from the McCoy breeding program. McCoy Ranches, Allie Chrisman is our cowgirl. Here's an old son of 905 out of an Opus female, hip tag number 50. Stone Bender looking for a spot today. 62 is the score. Hip tag 51, you're next to go. Thunderbird, again from the McCoy Ranches, along with Linda Bird on this one. Here's a direct son of Opus. Firebrand number 140. 86.88 for the Thunderbird. 86-88. Let's go to Tanya Harbin from the Night Ranch. This is the bull they call Charcoal. Here's an old son of Black Watch by Wildlife, topside, hip tag 52. I also want to say a big thank you to our friends at Mike Hadley's Mini Black Widow Arena Groomer. If you're looking for a groomer to finish your arena or small spaces, horse walkers, bull arenas, tracks, this is an easy pull-behind, four-wheeler, side-by-side groomer. It is Mike Hadley's Mini Black Widow Arena Groomer.
Tanya Harbin in the Night Ranch from Georgia, bringing Charcoal to town. Round one of the Cowgirls Futurity. Going to put him in there at 85.68, 85.68.
Here comes the G&K Cattle Company, along with Winrock and the South Coast Mobster. Hip tag number 5-3 getting set to go.
Caitlin Farmer on the flank in the South Coast Mobster. G&K Cattle and Winrock. The score 87-12, 87.12.
Here's a bull we call Looking for Trouble. Kay Janes and Hilton Bull Company together on this one. Goes back to Foo Fighter on the sire side. Hip tag number 54, Looking for Trouble in Kay Janes.
86.72 for Looking for Trouble, 86.72.
Well, it's Taco Tuesday on a Monday here in Las Vegas. That's the bull from Platinum Big Shot, 6-bar C. And Sarah Schott doing the flanking chores here today. Hip tag number 5-5 is next to go.
Taco Tuesday and Sarah Schott. $89.68, $89.68.
Well, the Taco Tuesday making some big moves here today. Let's go to Backfire. Josie Ogilvy and the K-Bar C. Backfire is an own son of Rocco. That goes back to Surefire on the top side. Hip number 56 is next to go.
Here's a Rocco son out of an uppercut daughter. Josie Ogilvy, K-Bar C. Frontier Trading Company, Buck and Shoot. Backfire and hip tag 56. Rocco son. 85.60, the numbers 85.60.
Take a look at your Cooper Tires leaderboard right now in the Cowgirl Futurity Finals, round number 1. That Plowboy, yep, 91.28, still number 1. All the way down to number 10, Looking for Trouble, 86.72 so far. That is your top 10. Let's go next to hip tag 5-7. The bull is called Uno from Jill Cartel. Here's an own son of Straight Jacket out of a Hotel California female. Number 5-7 next to go. Looks like it's going to be a 72.40, 72.40 for Uno. Let's go to the Blonde Bomber. I'm talking about the Bull Firebrand 2162. Here's Amy Austin and hip tag number 5-8.
Amy Austin, the Blonde Bomber, another event champion from the regular season. Austin Rodeo Ranch, a grandson of David Bailey's Playboy. $21.62, Blonde Bomber, Amy Austin, and the Austin Rodeo Ranch. $74.90, $74.90.
Here comes the Jericho with Less Than 8 Cattle Company. Hip tag number 59. We have 3 entries remaining in the women's futurity competition here this morning. And then we'll move right into the World Finals Futurity Round 1 after an arena drag.
Less Than 8 Cattle Company, Tanny McMillan. That was hip tag 59, Jericho, Less Than 8 Cattle Company. 83.44, the number is 83.44.
Ashlyn Salvo is next to go with Twisted K Livestock. Winston Churchill. That's the name of the bull, sired by Catahoula. Of course, we know Catahoula is one of the greats from years past, and an own son of Houdini. This will be hip tag number 60.
Twisted K Livestock and the Houdini grandson. Out of a page female B 2115. With 2 cowgirl entries to remain. Winston Churchill, Twisted K Livestock, 78.80 the score, 78-80.
Tigger will be our final installment in the women's futurity today. Katie Hildebrand and Checkered Flag along with 6 Bar C on the Firebrand Y1 Tigger. Hip tag number 61.
Y1 Tigger, Katie Hildebrand, Checkered Flag, and 6 Bar C were the Cowgirl champions of our last regular season event in Duncan, Oklahoma. Hip tag 61. He kicks the bag just a little bit, leaving out of there. Not the day we saw in Duncan, but he will have a chance Thursday in round 2, 71.90.
Well, let's take a look at the Cooper Tires leaderboard, and congratulations, in round 1, Plowboy will be the front runner, 91.28. Taco Tuesday, Buck Owens, Fire Away, and Wild Country all round out the top 5 with an 88.48 or better. Showdown, Subma Ripper, South Coast Mobster, Thunderbird, and Looking for Trouble make up your top 10 in the Cowgirl Futurity Finals. Results for round number 1. We'll rake the arena, and we will return with 38 entries in the World Finals Futurity Competition here today. We'll begin with hip tag number 62. I do believe we are ready to get things underway here in the World Finals Futurity category, round number 1. Hip tag number 6-2 will start us off. Bart Futrell and D&H Cattle Companies. Clyde, sired by Lifting Lives and out of a fire show female. 62 will begin our World Finals Futurity competition. Well, a great way to get things started off. 90.56. 90.56. That will set the pace as we continue with hip tag number 63. Man of War, Rockin' T Ranch, B.J. Tolman. Here's an old son of War department. Out of a 397A frequent flyer female. Number 63. Man of War puts it together. A little slip there at the end, but did not go down all the way in an 88.80. 88.80 for Man of War. The Cannonball is next to go. From the Bull Team, Brashear, D&H, and Lone Star. We've got the Firebrand 113, an own son of Hocus Pocus out of a Houdini cow. 64 is the hip tag. $83.10 for hip tag 65. $83.10. Number 66 on your list is the Firebrand 29, the Intimidator, from the 5G Farms, A&E, and BS Cattle Company. Here's another own son of Finger Roll out of a Showtime female. Let me back that up for you. It is number 65 is where we are. My apologies. 65 is All Magic from Bob and Jerry Adams, TM Cattle Company, and BS Cattle Company. Here's a grandson of Magic Maker. $88.16 for All Magic, 88.16. Now we'll go to the Intimidator. The Intimidator, 5G Farms, A&E, B&S Cattle Company. Here's the son of Finger Roll. Hip 6-6. $89.76. $89.76 for the Intimidator. How about a little room service today? That's the name of the bull from Bad Habits and Braxton Laughlin. Chad Habits, together with this one, Braxton, bring the bull Firebrand 39. The Red Bull taking care of business here today, 87.68 for room service. 87.68. Here is an entry from McCoy Rodeo. Cord McCoy and CCL. They call this one Flying Solo. Obviously an own son of Riding Solo, the world champion. And out of the Miss Kickapoo, female on the dam side, hip number 68. 88 points even, 88.0 for flying solo. Jack and Dot Verbois, Dean and Rachel Wilson, together on Rachel's Pet. Hip tag number 69, you're next. One of the folks we'd like to send a very special shout out to is Oklahoma Steel and Wire. OK Brand committed to providing the highest quality products at the most competitive prices in the safest working environment possible. Our friends at Oklahoma Steel and Wire are driven to support not only the customers in the wire industry, but they have unsurpassed standards of service and reliability. Folks, if you're going to have a fencing project, it's Oklahoma Steel and Wire. Nice outing for Rachel's Pet. 88.40. 88.40. Johnny Boone is next to go from Flynn and D&H. Here's an old son of High Country out of a best shot female. Hip tag 70. Nice outing for Johnny Boone, 87.92, 87.92. Hip tag 71, you're next to go, Rocket Man from Guidry and Dykeman Cattle Company. Eric Diekman handling the flanking chores today, hip tag number 71. The Rocket Man turns in a score of 86.24, 86.24. Hey, don't forget the judges seminar today at 2 o'clock in the Brunswick room. Any and all are invited to sit in, participate, learn, become a judge, or just find out about what we do with the judging in the ABBI. And then, of course, tonight, 6 o'clock, the big Maiden Futurity Gala. It's in Exhibit Hall D, right up here on the upper floor, just outside the arena here. That's at 6 p.m. Going to have a big time enjoying some fellowship, get to visit with some friends, and also have some fun tonight. That's at 6 o'clock here at the South Point Hotel and Casino. Well, they call that bull I'm a Baldy, hip tag 72. From Winrock and G&K Cattle Company. How about an even 9-0, 90 points. That'll put the I'm a Baldy in the number 2 spot right now. Behind a 90.56, still in the number 1 position. Let's go to hip tag 73. From the Dam Skippy Ranch, Williams Land and Livestock together on this one. They call him Hundo. Here's a Magic Maker grandson. Hip tag number 73. $87.36 for Hundo. It's going to go next to 74. Hip tag 74. Going to stay with the Dam Skippy Ranch together with Hoffman. 50 Shades. That's what they call this bull. And this would be a paternal brother to the bull you just watched. Hip tag number 74. $89.68, 89.68 for 50 Shades. That was hip tag 74. Going to put him in the number 4 spot right now. Number 4 on our Cooper Tires leaderboard. Behind the Intimidator, I'm a Baldy and Clyde. Let's go to hip tag number 75. Hip tag 75. They call this one Homeboy. Homeboy by Homebrew from Curly, Buck Cattle, Flynn, and D and H. $87.76. $87.76. Speaking of 76, that's our next hip number. And Reality Check is the bull from the bull team, Lone Star and D&H Cattle Company. Reality Check is an own son of Smooth Operator out of a Showtime female. $89.84. $89.84. Next to go, hip 77, Bad Bad Bull. Bad Bad Bull is an own son of Manaba out of a Brutus cow. Bull team, Lone Star and D&H on this one as well. Hip tag number 77. $84.08. $84.08. Chuck Buck Duck. That is the bull from Ace and the Whole Bulls, Buck and D&H. Here's an old son of Domino out of a bruiser female. Hip tag number 78. We are rolling right through our World Futurity qualifiers here on a Monday afternoon. Don't forget at 2 o'clock today, inside the Brunswick room, the ABBI Judges Seminar. It is free to everyone. And at 6 o'clock tonight, the gala. Bring your party shoes and your party attitude and your have fun tonight attitude. That'll be at 6 o'clock. $88.88 on the books for Chuck Buck Duck. Let's go next to an entry from Moore Cattle, Buck Cattle, and D&H Cattle. They call this one the Coach. Sired by OK Brand and out of a bruiser female. Hip tag number 79 is next. Not quite able to find a spot. 77.92. No doubt the kick and the altitude is there. 7792. Here's the big man from Moore Cattle, Buck Cattle, and D&H Cattle again. Big man is an own son of steel, popping by Lollipop. Another bruiser female on this one. Hip tag 80. Going to put another one in the 90-point club, 90.48. 90.48 for hip tag 80. Going to go next to hip tag 81. Hip tag 81. As we take a look right there, that 90.48 puts the big man into the number 2 spot, just ahead of a 90-point score. Takes 88.17 or better to make it into the top 10 right now. The bull is called Showbiz. From the Davis Rodeo Ranch and TJ Bucking Bulls. This is a paternal grandson of Showtime. Hip tag 81. $81.76. Bad Bob is our next bull to go from Bob and Julie Wisnat, together with Hilton Bull Company. Here is a grandson of Magic Maker, hip tag number 82. Score coming in for Bad Bob, 87-76. 87-76. Here comes one for you from the Buckin' Fun Group. Together with Josh Hilton, it's Buck Biden. All right, take a look at hip tag number 83. .92 91.92 for Buck Biden. Another outstanding trip, and we'll go to hip tag number 84. Hip tag 84, Fat Lip from 3B and Rafter KL. .84 for hip tag number 84. By the way, that 91.92 from Buck Biden does put him in the number one spot right now. Our next bull to go is number 124, the Firebrand on Holy Shift, Julian Cattle Company. Hip tag number 85. .8760, 8760 for Holy Shift. Interstate Daydream. That is the bull we're going to watch next from Harrison Cattle Company. Bobby Harrison. Here's a grandson of Showtime. Hip tag number 86. Going to move over to the right-hand delivery for the remaining entries here in the World Finals Futurity. $72 for Interstate Daydream. For our next entry, they call this one the Striker. An own son of Showtime out of a Holy Moly female. Hip tag number 87. $84.40, 84.40. Next to go on your list is hip tag 88, Hostile Act. Here's a gridiron bucking bull Gene Baker entry and an own son of Chop Chop out of a Bubba J 75 female. $87.36 is the score for Hostile Act. 87.36. Hip tag 89 is where we're going to go next. Gridiron Bulls and Gene Baker. The bull Look Alive by Baker 707, a Bruiser son. Hip tag number 89 is next to go. Score coming in 85.12, 85.12. We have 10 entries remaining in our World Futurity Finals competition here this morning. I should say this afternoon. Moore, D&H, and Buck next to go on the Power Stroke. An own son of Lifting Lives, hip tag number 90. 78.08 is the score. Going to go next to Davenport and D&H Cattle Company's entry number 91. Kiowa Havoc. That is the name of the bull, sired by Magic Carpet out of a Showtime female. That is the Kiowa Havoc from Davenport and D&H Cattle Company. Score 78.80. 78.80. Going to go next to Payson Parker, Maine's Lone Star and D&H Cattle Company, all together on this one. And an own son, a frequent flyer. They call the bull the Empire out of a Magic Maker female. Hip tag number 92. Well, there is no doubt you see a lot of shades of frequent flyer in that one. 91.60 is the score. 91.60. And that's going to put him in the number 2 spot right now. Still behind Buck Biden with a 91.92. The Empire is in the number 2 position. KBRC and TCB Ranch. Kenny McElroy and the crew are next to go with Home Slice. Here is an own son of Show Me Homie. Out of a Rocco-bred female, Home Slice is hip tag number 93. 82, the numbers for home slice. 82. High Caliber is next to go. K-Star, Bucking Bulls, and Rafter KL. Here's an old son of Test Fire out of a Houdini female. High Caliber is hip tag number 94. $87.60. 87.60. We have 5 remaining, and we'll begin that 5 with 95, the hip tag on Red Wing, a Hunt You Down Showtime. Bred Bucking Bull. This is a 3B Cattle Company, Rafter KL entry. Hip tag number 95. $87.44. 87.44 for Red Wing. Burn the House Down. Here's another Rafter KL entry along with Flying High Rodeo Company, our friends from Canada. Burn the House Down is an old son of the Rockin' Tees L528, which goes back to the bull we call Blade. 96 is the hip tag getting set to go. By the way, a big thank you to all of our sponsors again today, including Cooper Tires, New Dart, Y-Tex, Combs Ranch Jeans, Pro Bull Feed, the South Point Hotel and Casino, Kelly Slover's Silver Works, the Bucking Bull Pro, Two Bulls, American Hat Company, together with Flying W Livestock, Pendleton Whiskey, Yeti, Provantage Animal Health, Cryogen, Mike Hadley's Mini Black Widow Arena Groomer, Myogen, the Complete Metal Buildings, and Oklahoma Steel and Wire. Nice outing here for the Burn the House Down. And nice score as well, 90.24, 90.24 for hip tag 96. Top 5 right now, that is the number 5 spot, 90.24. Big Man still the number 4. 149 Clyde, number 3, the Empire, number 2, and Buck Biden, still number 1 right now. Let's go to Amos Moses. Cue the music. Wilo Ranch, Boyd Landing Cattle. And here is a Baker 707 son. Of course, Baker 707 is sired by 32Y Bruiser. And the Amos Moses is out of a Houdini bred female. Hip tag number 97. $85.60 for Amos Moses. No Slaw Extra Sauce. That's the name of the bull from 6M Ranch in Riley Sanford. Here's an own son of Dozier's 511, which of course we know is a son of Hunt You Down. Another Houdini daughter, and a very productive one at that. Miss Voodoo Doll is the mother to this bull. Hip tag number 98. $90.96 for No Slaw Extra Sauce. On our final installment today in the World Futurity Finals, go-around number 1 is Set 'em Up Joe. Joe and Nina Webb and M. Rafter E. Bucking Bulls. This is an own son of Pages 83B, which goes back to High Tinsel. Hip tag number 99.
84.16, 84-16 the score.
Well, that is your Cooper Tires leaderboard in the World Finals Futurity Round 1 here in 2023. Buck Biden, number 1, 91.92. And in the number 10 position, 89.68 from 50 Shades. Don't forget, 2 o'clock in the Brunswick Room is a free ABBI Judge Seminar. And tonight, 6 o'clock, the Gala. We'll celebrate the beginning of our trek toward the Maiden Futurity later this week. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Good afternoon and God bless.
Unity. We're out of the house. The house is down.
So this is just coming to me. Let me. Yeah. You talk.
Is it on?
Yeah. Yes. Talk.
Hello, mic
Yeah,
test.
you're good.
Yeah. Check it.
Yeah. They're both good. All right.
I don't think the house is all the way.
We don't want the house. The house is down.
Oh.
I've got it in there to record.
Gotcha.
It's ready to go.
Mic test.
Okay. Talk again.
Mic check. Mic check. Is that better? More? Mic test.
Mic check 1 2 test 1 2 check. Mic check. It's not clipping. I probably popped it or something a while ago. Check. There it did. But he's got a compressor on it. So.
All right, yeah, y'all just go down, step right in front of those two shoots. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna really hear y'all. I ain't gonna know when y'all say nothing.
If we record this and you send it to me, I can put them bulls over top of it.
You sure could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like post edit.
All right, y'all just talk about it, and you can just throw those bulls in there. Okay, just go, and I'll record it. You've got the bulls now. You've got the 3 winners now. We just got to find that one when y'all get done.
Yep.
Was it the third place one? Did we miss the third place one?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all go record it. Four and 1.
Thanks, Gina. Thank you. Thanks, Dino. Sixth.
Sixth?
Yeah. I'm happy. I think I'm more frustrated. I don't know what was wrong with Red Bull. 37. I mean, he always has that little start where he leaves and goes boop, and then you know what I mean. But you wouldn't think if he should have been 90 with one little. And it wasn't like he hit and tangled and then got going. He just lands like that and then goes. I don't know.
I thought they get their stuff from buying right off the bat when Barker was on 90 something.
Oh yeah, for sure. That very well could have been the case because he wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. You want to go out gate, bug and shoots? What do you want to do?
I think they just want to go past.
Yeah, y'all's way.
Right here? All right, so before we start, you lead into it.
Okay.
I'm asking. So you'll start us, and then if you lead into the junior winner, I mean, I can go through what that bull was, what his score was, what he was coming into the World Finals, and then I'll just you want me to just stop, and then you can pick up from there.
Then I'll lead you into the next one.
Okay.
The women's deal.
Yep.
And I'll kind of hit the highlights. You know, Plowboy, a bigger bull than we see normally at this stage in the futurity game. An outstanding entry from Stacy Addison.
Right.
You go.
Hopefully they zoom in a little bit where we can't see our notes.
Let's see if we can't get them to zoom in, and then. Can you zoom in? Get maybe waist up. Yeah. My belly.
I know, I feel the same way.
You gotta cover up my belly.
So we ready?
Yeah, I think we're live.
Well, we had an outstanding kickoff to the 2023 ABBI World Finals here in Las Vegas, and we got it started with 3 classes today, including the women's futurity, the junior futurity, and the World Finals futurity. And Kyle, we started it off with the juniors, and it was outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a bull that's had some event wins this season, but I'm going to say had his very best out today. 91.36 points, Motley Crue, Big Shot Rodeo, Sonny Barthold, and 6 Bar C, along with Carson Perry. That bull come in number 4 in the world standings. And one thing I want to point out, that the number 1 bull stubbed his toe, and Motley Crue stepped up to the plate.
We always know it's anybody's game when you get to Las Vegas. Now, this bull has a little off-the-wall breeding that we don't normally see. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, his dad's a grandson of Detective Crockett, and that bull was a competition money earner. That bull was really, really good for 6 Bar C. But I will say that Justin Cox, he doesn't care what they're bred like. He cares about performance. When he shows up to town, you may not know what they are, but I promise you they're going to buck.
Well, you know, we also moved right into the women's futurity today. We had an outstanding entry there. Plowboy, a big bull for a 2-year-old, but really put it together today.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the number 4 ranked Cowgirls bull and was really, really good. 91.28 points, Julian Cattle and Stacy Addison. Stacy's no stranger. She's got 2 Cowgirls futurity gold buckles. And after today, I would say coming into the finals, he kind of had an outside shot. Them first 1 and 2 place bulls have been so solid. And again, you say big. He is big. That bull fought the buck and shoot today. Like, it took a long time to get him out, but it was well worth it.
Well, you could tell the veteran experience with Stacy. She took her time. She made sure everything was right, and it paid off. We moved right into the World Futurity Finals. Man, we had some outstanding calves, 38 total calves today. And, of course, Buck Biden, the Buck and Fun group, man, they get their name the right way. They are having fun today.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've been having fun all year long with Hilton Bull Company and Josh Hilton. And I'll tell you what, I think that bull was probably the most anticipated bull today in round number 1. And the reason I say that is because I think the last 4 or 5 outs that bull's been to town, he's walked away the event champion, the American Heritage champion, number 1 in the world standings. And I could just imagine the weight on Josh's shoulders to buck that bull today, and it paid off.
It paid off. You know, we had 99 entries today in 3 classes. That starts round number 1 in the juniors, the women's, and the World Futurity Finals. This is going to be an outstanding week. We're just getting started.
Absolutely. Tomorrow we have all of our open futurity classes for bulls that did not qualify to the World Finals, our open futurity, limited futurity, our slide classes, as well as something new that we implemented this year, our sanctioning finale for all the bulls that attended 3 events for all of our sanctioning bodies across the United States. That's going to be fun to watch.
Thanks, Kyle. I'm Randy Schmutz with day 1 here at the 2023 ABBI World Finals in Las Vegas.
Good job. A couple stumbles on me, but are we going to do that every day?
I think Jay wants to, yeah, if you're good with it.
I'll kind of, yeah.
Spend a couple minutes. I think that's good content.
Yeah, it is real good content.
What you can do, Randy, you can go get something to eat.
Go grab some lunch and then take a nap.
Yeah.
60-year-olds do that. And then I'm going to get ready.
Are you still trucking?
Shindig, yeah.
Connor, I guess.
Yeah, he's trucking all week this week. Actually, he's hauling some hay there close to the house today, and then he gets to go to California.
Oh.
Well, every once in a while we'll get some oddball stuff. We don't go to California at Kissett State, but there's a friend of mine from Montana bought a damn, I don't know what they're called. It's a big 6-wheel Army vehicle.
Uh-huh.
So like, it looks kind of like a semi.
Right.
And
You know, all that to him.
yeah, so I'll get a load out there and pick it up. It goes to Montana. So Connor's going to be on about a 10-day trip here the next 2 weeks.
Oh, pardon me, guys. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Doing a little okay? Are you just going to upload that to the box or what? Yep. How do you turn this thing off?